What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Just a Guy on My Lunch Break. Your boy's moving up in the world. Yeah, check out the sign, right. Told you guys. Once I hit 1,000, started getting monetized, I was going to up my game. That's part of it right there. I love doing feel good stories. This particular feel good story hits home with me specifically because it has to do with an animal. We love animals. My wife and I both love animals. Plus, it has to do with an animal that is from North Carolina. This particular case is about a dog named Rusty. And a family from Pennsylvania saw what was happening in North Carolina recently with the hurricane damage and stuff like that. Their heart went out to us as North Carolinians, which I definitely appreciate that on a personal level, even though I'm in the central part of the state, so it didn't really affect me the same way it did the western part of the state, obviously. But I've lived and grown up in North Carolina all of my life. So when I hear a story like this, it really, really does touch me in a special way. This is coming from Daily Mail, and the title of the story is Dog Rescued from Hurricane Helene Saves New Owners' Lives. Because I do believe that the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, puts different things in your path at different times for different reasons. This is absolutely the case with animals. I've experienced it myself. Once you hear this story here, you will absolutely say that has to be divine intervention. Has to be. No other way, no other choice. Has to be divine intervention. First thing I want to do is read the article, so let's get right into it. A dog who was rescued by a Pennsylvania family after Hurricane Helene saved their lives just 2 weeks later. Rusty got a new lease on life after surviving Hurricane Helene, and the Bannon family chose to adopt him from the hundreds of lost dogs they tried to find new homes for in the wake of the devastation. Little did the Bannon family know that Rusty would return the favor when just 2 weeks later he alerted Gabby Bannon, 29, of a growing fire in their kitchen in Eddystone. It's almost as if he was meant to come into our lives and meant to be there to save us, she told Fox 29. Gabby made the decision to travel to North Carolina, where half of the deaths from Hurricane Helene occurred. And I'm going to be showing you images of this as I'm talking. Rusty, a shelter dog in North Carolina, was rescued by a Pennsylvania family after Hurricane Helene and returned the favor by saving their life 2 weeks later. I'd been watching the news coverage and seen the devastation of what was happening, and I really wanted to help, Gabby said. Her husband, Michael, 39, wrote on Facebook that the pair would be traveling to North Carolina to deliver supplies to the affected areas. I would like to thank you for that. I love this state, have lived and grown up in this state. This state has helped to raise me. A local rescue to gather supplies prior to the trip, he wrote. This is what it means to be human, to help out when you can. The pair traveled alongside La Mancha Animal Rescue to deliver pet food and other essentials to the areas that were hit the hardest in the wake of the deadly storm. 3 rigs, trucks and trailers full of supplies were transported to the livestock center in Canton. The very next day, they went to the local Humane Society to gather 35 shelter dogs, take them back to Pennsylvania to find them new families. But a certain 3-year-old pup immediately stole their hearts. I took him out of his crate, and there was something special about him, Bannon said. From there, it was game over. He's definitely coming home with us. He was such a perfect dog that the couple thought he had belonged to a family that was displaced during the natural disaster. They were originally prepared to drive him back down to North Carolina, but after checking, they realized this sweet pup was a stray. He got a new name, Rusty, and fit right in with the family, including Michael, their 2-year-old son, and Wesley, their 6-month-old baby. That's a special dog right there. Any dog that is cool with infants I have a husky and a shepherd both. And even though they're both very well tempered, well mannered dogs, when my son River was born just over a year and a half ago, that was obviously one of our original concerns. Like, how will the dogs accept him? Because you hear these horror stories of people, you know, I won't go into that. I don't want to throw a dog attack horror story into a very touching story like this, but that's one of the things that we wondered about is how our dogs would be with our baby. And the good ones, the special ones, just somehow seem to know. I don't know how to explain it. They seem to know that that baby is part of the family and is to be taken care of and watched over as opposed to hurting the baby. Rusty's love and thankfulness for his new family was proven just 2 weeks later when he began pacing around and barking while Gabby and her children were taking a nap in the upstairs bedroom. She knew something was wrong when Rusty started to jump and tug relentlessly on her sleeve with no signs of stopping. When I opened my bedroom door, smoke filled the hallway, she said. Gabby acted quickly to get her children and pets safely outside before rushing back in to put the flames out. Thankfully, Rusty made her aware of the situation before it got any worse, but the outcome could have been very, very different if he didn't. I don't like to think about what it I don't like to think about what it would have looked like, she added. Potentially, we could have been trapped upstairs. She said that she will forever be grateful to the rescue pup who ended up rescuing them in the end. What a good freaking story. Now, there is nobody that can tell me that God, the universe, a higher power, did not work that right on out and design that just for them. They go to help, they do something positive by driving to North Carolina to help with this devastation that was seen in North Carolina due to the storm. A positive thing, right? They get paid back by picking up this beautiful pet, beautiful dog that is just perfect for their family. And then they get back, and 2 weeks later, the dog literally saves their lives. They were all upstairs taking a nap, all at the same time. Now, and the father, from what I understand, was not home, was not present when this happened. So, what if this dog and that particular dog had not come home with them? What if it had been a different dog? Or what if that dog did not come home, or any dog did not come home with them, and they were laying there that day and a kitchen fire broke out and they were sleeping through it? And a dog's sense of smell is so keen. How much stronger is a dog's sense of smell than a human's? This is apparently a very commonly asked question. A dog's sense of smell is 10,000 to 100,000 times more acute than a human's. What if they had not brought this dog home? And they would have laid there and kept sleeping, and this fire would have started to overtake the downstairs. And then you have this mother with two of the children being under 2 years old. I mean, those are young kids. They can't do a lot of things on their own. What if that would have happened? And when I look at stuff like that, they had had this dog for 2 weeks. What if they had not gone to North Carolina to try to help with the devastation, to deliver supplies? What if they would have not done that out of the kindness of their heart? What if they had not, while they were there, also out of the kindness of their heart, picked up a dog for the family and saved a dog's life? What if they had not done that? This could have easily gone south, easily gone a completely different way. And when I look at something like this, it absolutely lets me know that there is a higher power, there is a God, there is a deity, whatever you want to call it. The universe worked that thing right on out for them. This dog literally save their lives. And I do believe that God does things like this. God put it on the Bannon's heart to go help the North Carolinians so that they could then get this dog, so that this dog could then come back and save that family's life. When I hear something like that, and to think that there are days where I have trouble believing that there is a higher power, I have trouble believing that there's a God. That says it. That says it all right there. Leave a comment down below. Tell us a good story about your animals. Let me know a time that an animal helped you or saved you, or just an animal's presence being in your life just really made a difference for you in a difficult time, something like that. Let me know down below. I love hearing stuff like that. And also do subscribe to the channel, because you get feel good stuff like this. Just the guy on my lunch break likes to talk about the feel good stuff, right? I'm just that type of dude. I have a soft heart, and when my wife told me about this story, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna talk about this, guys. I gotta go. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next video. All right, peace.